At noon starts right now.
We begin with the latest on WNBA star Brittany Griner's return to the U.S. Almost months negotiation between the U.S. and Russian governments, Brittany Griner is finally back on U.S. soil.
Our Jonathan Cotto was there when Griner arrived this morning at Kelly Field.
32-year-old WNBA star and Olympic champion Brittany Griner arriving at Kelly Field this morning. The athlete seen here stepping foot on U.S. soil for the first time after spending over 10 months in a Russian prison. Griner was detained at an airport in Moscow on February 17th. She was found with vape cartridges containing cannabis oil in her luggage, breaking Russian law. She was in Russia to rejoin her teammates for the playoffs after having spent some time in the U.S.
This is a day we've worked toward for a long time. We never stopped pushing for her release. It took painstaking and intense negotiations.
The prisoner swap became possible in just the last few days. Russian arms dealer Victor Bout was swapped by the U.S. in exchange for Griner. But Griner wasn't the only American expected to come home.
President Joe Biden hoped to also have secured the freedom of former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan, who has been imprisoned for the past 4 years accused of espionage on Russia. Those negotiations have not been successful.
Sadly, for totally illegitimate reasons, Russia is treating Paul's case differently than Brittany's. And while we have not yet succeeded in securing Paul's release, we are not giving up. We will never give up.
As for Griner, she was taken to Brooke Army Medical Center for a medical evaluation.
This is a story that we're going to continue to follow. Make sure to tune in to our later newscast and follow us on our website, KSAT12 for the latest. Reporting outside of BAMC, Jonathan Cotto, KSAT12 News.
San Antonio police looking for some help finding those responsible for a murder on the city's west side almost 2 weeks ago. Officers say 30-year-old Richard Ortega was in the night of November 26 in the parking lot of the Walgreens in the 4700 block of West Commerce Street. Police say Ortega and a family member pulled into the parking when that family member went inside to use the ATM. While inside, they heard gunshots, then saw an unknown black vehicle driving away. Ortega, shot in the abdomen, was laying in the parking lot. He was taken to the hospital where he died. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 210-224-STOP.
And happening today, almost 3 years after the trial for a man accused of stabbing his friend to death has begun. The murder trial of 48-year-old Abel Garcia getting underway in the 377th District Court. The stabbing happened on January 31st in 2020 in the 400 block of West Harlan. That's on the south side. At the time, San Antonio police said that Garcia stabbed Albert Adame in the neck. He later died at the hospital. According to the arrest report, Adame's sister witnessed the attack and told them that Garcia and her brother were friends and no altercation before the stabbing took place. Also happening today, the trial of a man accused of killing a BCSO canine at the end of a 3-county chase in 2019 continues. Matthew Morales is charged with evading arrest and interfering with a police service animal, along with 8 counts of aggravated assault against a public servant. The trial began earlier this week. In January 2019, prosecutors say Morales stood in the middle of Loop 1604 with a gun in hand, pointing at deputies and a police helicopter, and then himself. He's accused of shooting Bexar County Sheriff's canine Chucky, a 5-year-old Belgian Malinois, sent in help to subdue Morales. Chucky died from his injuries.
The investigation continues into a MacArthur High School teacher accused of sexually assaulting a student. 49-year-old J.K.C. Stewart is now facing charges. Police say she left written messages for the 16-year-old victim on Tuesday, including her phone number. Investigators say she took the teen to a motel near her home and sexually assaulted him there. The teen reported the incident on Wednesday, but Stewart denied having any sexual contact with the student. She faces charges of sexual assault of a child and improper relationship between an educator and student. In other news, a more than $7 million facility has allowed Northeast ISD students to get hands-on cybersecurity experience.
A look at what students have earned and learned at the Institute of Cybersecurity and Innovation. It may be December. It sure doesn't feel like it. The temperatures are definitely more spring-like.
Outside 75 degrees. Justin, Can we get some cold weather again, please?
Well, we're going to get some cooler weather, but it's going to be next week, and it's not going to be a huge cool down, but at least we'll get rid of some of the humidity. That's the good news. And I think we have a little bit of a front over the weekend, too, that may help us generate just some rain on the radar. And we'll take all we can get at this point. The satellite picture at this hour shows we've got some breaks in the clouds. Quite a few, in fact, here around San Antonio. That's going to lend itself to some warm temperatures this afternoon. Thicker clouds out west. If you're watching us from Hondo, Uvalde, Eagle Pass, or Del Rio, you're still overcast. It's going to be hard for those clouds to break. But San Antonio points east and south. The sun is out. Pleasanton seeing quite a bit of sun at this hour. And a little closer look here at Bexar County. The clouds are beginning to break up. And we talked about Mountain Cedar. It is back today. It showed up for the first time this season at 280, our first count of the season. So a heads up, Mountain Cedar showing up today. We'll see if it goes back down tomorrow. Hopefully it does. The forecast, 81 degrees at 4 o'clock, 76 6 p.m., 71 10 p.m. We'll go partly to mostly cloudy. I mentioned some rain chances over the weekend. We're watching a weak frontal boundary that may get just close enough to spark off a few showers and maybe a storm Saturday night. We'll have more on that, plus that Tuesday front. That's the bigger one that brings the cool down, finally. That's coming up here in just a couple minutes, guys.
Thank you, Justin. A bombshell announcement from Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema. She is leaving the Democratic Party and registering as an independent.
While this is a blow to Democrats, it's unlikely to change the power balance in the Senate. Democrats will keep the majority. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest.
A massive shakeup on Capitol Hill. Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema officially announcing she's leaving the Democratic Party.
Showing up to work with the title of independent is a reflection of who I've always been. And it's a reflection of who Arizona is.
Sinema tweeting, "I've joined the growing number of Arizonans who reject party politics by declaring my independence from the broken partisan system in Washington," releasing this video Friday morning.
I'm going to be the same person I've always been.
Sinema speaking to CNN about the decision.
I just not worried about folks who may not like this approach. What I am worried about is continuing to do what's right for my state. I'm going to still come to work and hopefully serve on the same committees I've been serving on and continue to work well with my colleagues of both political parties.
Sinema has been a major swing vote for Democrats, a key holdout for President Biden's domestic agenda. Sinema saying nothing about her values or beliefs will change. This comes just a few days after Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock won that critical runoff in Georgia, giving Democrats a 51-49 majority in the Senate. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer defending Sinema shortly after that win.
Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema are great members of our caucus. They're very valuable. They don't always agree with us on certain issues, but they are tremendous contributors to our caucus, and we'll continue to work with them.
Though Sinema's decision won't change the balance of power, it will give Democrats less breathing room. Sinema saying she won't caucus with the Republicans, but has declined to explicitly say she will do so with Democrats. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
The streak is over. San Antonio ended their losing streak last night thanks to the Houston Rockets. The 3-ball was the key. Highlights coming up.
And straight ahead, a party is set to happen tonight in downtown. The Roadrunners are celebrating its latest championship. We'll tell you what you need to know next. Welcome back. A more than $7 million facility has allowed Northeast ISD students to get hands-on cybersecurity experience.
A look at what students have earned and learned at the Institute of Cybersecurity and Innovation.
Brings to life a real-life cybersecurity war room for the students.
This room at Northeast ISD's Institute of Cybersecurity and Innovation resembles a security operations center.
Honestly fascinating to me that this is all happening, and it makes me want to do something about it and better understand how to prevent it.
Reagan High School sophomore Corinne Kinlaw has been part of this program for over a year.
I've really learned real-world experience, hands-on experience, and I appreciate the interactive environment that I'm in.
It provides the students a 4-year pathway where they're going to learn all about cybersecurity, how to protect and defend against, malicious attacks.
This classroom is filled with computers and large screens that show in real time cyber attacks. Right now, more than 3.79 million are happening in the United States.
The center, located off Nacogdoches Road and MacArthur View, opened in 2021, and several students have already received certifications.
These are industry-based certifications, so once a student graduates, then they're able to, pursue, go out into the real world and just get a job if they'd like to.
Kinlaw looks forward to continue learning here and has big plans for after graduation.
I one day want to work up at the Capitol under intelligence to protect our nation.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT 12 News.
Tonight, the UTSA Roadrunners will be celebrating its USA Conference Championship. The Rowdy River Rally is scheduled for 7 o'clock at the Artisan River Theater. The Roadrunners are back-to-back conference champions, and after dominating North Texas last Friday to win the title by the score of 48-27.
And outside, the weather for tonight, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be pretty nice. It's warm, it's humid, but we've grown accustomed to that so far in December. That does not change. We do have a few alterations to the forecast this weekend. And the aquifer, well, it's still falling. We do need rain. It's down 0.6 of a foot to 635.6. This was the big story today. Mountain cedar showing up for the first time this season. And not only that, it's in the moderate category. Man, we need a break. 280. Molds are moderate at 750. We'll talk about the weekend forecast, get you set for that. Plus, we talk about the changes next week, and there are some headed our way. That's coming up.
Okay, the positive thing is consistency.
Okay.
You always want to have consistency in your life, right? But
Yeah.
we've got consistency in the weather, that's for sure.
Yeah, my hair will tell you, and my hairspray is very low because I've been using it so much. It's so humid out there.
The barometer's on point. And David sounds like a football coach. Consistency is key.
He's ready.
We should be winning a lot of something, but I don't know what we're winning here.
Yeah, that's a good question. Listen, we are going to get some changes. We have a little bit of an update to the weekend forecast, as I said, and next week's when we finally see some of those changes. It's still scheduled for Tuesday, that cold front, by the way. We get into that in just a second. First, we start with the current. 75 degrees, 77 Stinson, 75 Kelly, 75 at Randolph. We've got southerly winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour. The cloud cover really starting to thin out here around San Antonio. So we can see less and less cloud cover, and there is a patch of pretty clear skies just to our south. And it looks like that trend is kind of shifting north. Now, you will run into a thicker cloud deck out towards Uvalde, Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, Del Rio. That may keep temperatures down a little bit. We are seeing the difference. 69 right now in Uvalde. You compare that to 80 in Kennedy, where there are partly cloudy skies. 77 Gonzales, 77 New Braunfels, but 68 up in Rock Springs. And around San Antonio, it's mainly mid-70s, but I do think 80s show up on the map again today. We were there yesterday. No reason to believe we won't do it again today. 80 at 3 o'clock, 81 at 4 p.m., 76 at 6 o'clock. We may go partly cloudy for a time tonight before those clouds fill back in, and we do the fog drizzle thing all over again. We didn't see a lot of that this morning, but it's possible we see it again tomorrow. Here is the setup. There's a piece of energy working across the country. I drew the front on here. It's stretching from basically the Great Lakes down to Texas, and it's almost pulling up stationary. So this front's kind of stalled out for now. There are a few showers around it, more clouds up across North Texas, but south of that it is warm. I'm watching a little piece of energy out here, out in the Pacific. Normally we wouldn't worry too much about this, but it does move east, moves over top of us, and probably helps to push frontal boundary a little closer to us by Saturday night into Sunday. And as that happens, we could see some showers and maybe a storm develop, and I'll show you that here on the computer model. This is 4 o'clock this afternoon, by the way. It is showing partly cloudy skies. Clouds fill back in tonight. We are going to add in a 20% chance of mainly drizzle for tomorrow morning, so it could be a little damp to start. And then as we head into the afternoon, we're going to keep a small chance of a shower, although this doesn't show much at all, and I don't anticipate a whole lot on your Saturday afternoon. There's not going to be anything that will ruin your plans or anything like that. But as we get into Saturday night and early Sunday morning, we do see a few showers trying to develop. This is 4 a.m., so we're talking pre-dawn here. But a shower storm's possible as that weak boundary drifts south towards San Antonio. This is not going to be a big cool down or anything like that, but it just may help to generate some of those showers. And then I think by the afternoon, a lot of that's pushing east, but we're still left with mostly cloudy skies. Now let's look further down the line. That storm system pushes east, and then here comes the bigger, stronger one. So by Monday, we're getting humidity back in place. Southerly winds kick in out ahead of this storm system, and this is a big one. It's going to cover a lot of real estate, as we've been talking about, but the bulk of the action is going to be to our north. This is 7 a.m. Tuesday morning. Showers and storms lining up out ahead of this front. Then you got snow on the backside. For us, we're on the very tail end of things. So our rain chance Tuesday afternoon is not great. We're going to leave it at 20%. But there is going to be some severe weather, I think, across parts of the southeast and the plains as this moves through. The bigger story for us is going to be lower humidity on Wednesday. It'll feel better by midweek. We'll finally get those changes we've been waiting for. 80 tomorrow, 76, a little cooler behind that weak frontal boundary. Sunday, we'll keep a small chance of rain in there, mainly early Sunday, but a 30% chance Saturday night, Sunday morning. 80 Monday, 80 Tuesday, small chance of rain. That front comes through and it does cool us down. 60s on Wednesday and Thursday, lower humidity, lows in the 40s. That's what I'm talking about. That's more December-like. And yeah, it is headed our way finally, guys.
All right. Thanks, Justin.
Keldon Johnson having a huge night for the Spurs last night, helping them end that losing streak. And the Valero Alamo Bowl has two teams with a lot of connection. The Spurs and the Rockets battling each other to stay out of the cellar in the Western Conference. San Antonio trying to avoid their 12th consecutive loss. Spurs blasting off. Romeo Langford going to get it down to Keldon Johnson. Look at Keldon. Oh, let me have some of that. Bam. Slams it down for a 1-point lead later in the first. Roby grabs the rebound. This is Johnson. Another monster slam. Spurs trail by 5 going into the second quarter. Trey Jones attacking the rim. Back-to-back buckets. Pulls the Spurs within 1. Then Johnson knocks down a corner. Where is he? He's over there in the corner. Find him. Hit it. Got it. 19 first half points, but the Spurs still down 3 at halftime. It was a 3-esta in the third for the Spurs. Trey Jones for the 3. And Keldon Johnson for the 3. And next time down the court, it's Malachi Branham for the 3. Then Keldon from the near corner for the 3. Spurs knocked out 4 consecutive threes. All that a part of a 14-2 Spurs run to take a 5-point lead. Got it to 14. Doug McDermott knocks down a pair of threes. Spurs led 90-77 after 3. Josh Richardson, back from injury, shows no signs of rust. He's got his third 3 of the game. Spurs lead got to 20. Spurs hit 13 threes last night. Spurs 7 players in double figures. Keldon led the way with 32. That snapped their 11-game losing streak. Spurs win it 118-109.
You know, it feels good to be back in the win column for sure. I don't think any of us has lost that many games in a row. You know, you got to stay positive, continue to push forward every single day, continue to watch film, get better. Just keep controlling what we could control. We'd be able to, you know, get out of the slump sooner or later.
All right, so next up for the Spurs, they are on the road this afternoon, headed to Miami. Take on the Heat tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock. Weird time to start for that one, FTX Arena. Hey, just a couple of weeks away from the 30th anniversary of the Valero Alamo Bowl. The excitement is growing since we know the two teams that are going to be banging helmets on December 29th. Number 20, Texas, going up against number 12, Washington. Both head coaches in town yesterday for the annual press briefing. Steve Sarkisian for the Longhorns, Kalen Dober for the Huskies, holding a press conference at Centerra Country Club. Sark is in his second season at UT with an 8-4 regular season record after finishing 5-7 last year. And the Huskies come in with the head coach in his first season after turning the Huskies around from a 4-8 finish last season to 10-2 this year.
That strength of the team, you know, that it's in there, and you know, we know we're gonna have to bring our best to find a way to meet the challenge that's presented by UT here.
Got to be prepared to make sure you're playing 4 quarters and score collectively against them because they can do it at a high level.
Remember, Sarkisian has been here with Washington as their coach to the Alamo Bowl, so it'll be a interesting night. The 30th anniversary of the Valero Alamo Bowl, Thursday, December 29th. Kickoff is at 8 p.m. and it's always a great time downtown when all those teams start getting here and all the fans start getting here. And where the weather is, they'll all enjoy it. For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Now, coming up in the next half hour, the lights have come back on in North Carolina. Find out what the utility company there is now doing to keep it that way.
And we have more on Brittany Griner's return to the U.S. and what it took to secure her release. That's coming up after the break.